moments will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Lockett. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And the big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work, and what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job. And matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes every...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. How about that? It looked like disaster. They wind up with a 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Durr. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front. If they
fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Still running at the 35. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Michigan State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Well, it's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This should be the last play of the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it past the marker. On the move is the 30. Kangaroos his way. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in the...
Breaks free! Completion.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sparty. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, as you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football and then right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Now on the option. The pitch. Turns it on in midfield.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Got a little space.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Now the pitch. Turning it on. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, no monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Spartans will go for it here on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Michigan State.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. Makes a move. Job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the run, it's done. Got enough space. Touchdown Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop.
A little trickery, and they flip it ahead. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a two-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. The Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll keep it on the ground. Find some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Got room to work. Makes his man miss. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Running to daylight from inside his 25. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going to sling it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Garza. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Spartans.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
How in the world did he miss that? Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running to the left. Runs through the tackle. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Finds a little space. Got the first down and more. Bounding over the top. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Durr. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
All alone as he catches it. Turns on the Jets. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And the extra point is good, and you got to be happy about that after missing a pair. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. That one might violate every return rule in the book as he's out of bounds at his own 5. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Newton. Looking for an open area to his left. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The toss to the outside. Finding open areas. He's past the 30. Hits him with a stiff arm. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up.
Oh, the ball squirts out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
And if you're an offensive coordinator, you're like, woo, thank you, Jesus. We got the lead. We're in a great situation. We got to continue to put pressure on the defense, run that clock in the second half with our lead. Thank goodness that thing kept rolling and went out of bounds.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Looking for space to the left. To the 15. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him, and nobody's close. Speeding down the left side. Inside the 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sparty. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Let's go. Break. Set.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And some room to work. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Turning on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Durham. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more
picked off, a turnover in their own end. Oh, it's a fumble.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. He's loose. The 40. He's at the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man all by himself. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now, at the same page.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound.
Let's go.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Did the work himself. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Flying out to the left. The 40. Past the 30. The 20. The 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this hole.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of him.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And 1st down for the offense.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Let's go.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Running into the open space. Made a defender miss. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest...